Look at that. Is that not, let me turn this off. All right. Is that not beautiful? The Norwegian Explorer. That is just so beautiful. I love watching his channel. It's so peaceful. It's just how do you say his adventures. Oh my gosh. And when I look through it naked eye, it has a purple hint, but when I look at it through the phone, it's a different shade of blue. When I look at it through my phone, it's like a London blue. When I look at it at the screen, naked eye, it's more of a navy blue. Wow, that is just amazing. But anyway, y'all, it snowed last night, but look how dirty. That's all condensation. And we have to pull this window out and clean it and then put it back in, if we can get it back in. So it sucks. It really does. I hate this. But can you hear? It's weird. Don't know if you can hear or not, but anyhow, I did not make up my bed, which is very easy to do. All I have to do is I vacuum with my little dirt devil, vacuum the inside in case, just, I don't know, it's a thing. And then I take these pillows, whoops, let me flip this over like this, and there you go. And I just put them up like that. Well, of course I have this pillow over this, of course. And that's what I do. But guess what, y'all? Today is Saturday. And you know what? I'm just going to get right back in bed. And then when I get back in bed, I just flip it over. And that's the part I sleep on. And it feels so good. And there's Gappy and Andy and little Annie. Love it. And here is Robbie. This is Robbie. He is a Maine Coon. And then we have Bear and we have Roby. Yeah. And we got my little memorial, and here is my charger. All right. And there is the Norwegian Explorer. So let us go over here. I need to reorganize this right here. These are things that need to be put away. And I need to redo that. I was supposed to film on my old phone. Unfortunately, the battery died and I didn't even know it. So, Sterling ink. And what else did I get? I got these pens. You've seen me with these before, but I had the gold because the silver wasn't on sale. So I finally got the silver. This is soft and velvety. And this is soft and velvety. And they're 1.0. They're not real thin. I can deal with 1.0. So we got messages coming in on that phone. And some of them I just pulled the little jellies off and I just keep them there. I just store them for pens that just don't have a jelly. But these were the colors I liked the best. So I kept these. And where am I going to put these pens? Like, really, where am I going to put these? I don't know. I think they're going to go out in the living room. All right, so to the living room we go. So I'll be right back in a moment. It's dark. You guys can't see. Hold on. All right, so we're going to put these retractables where I keep all of my retractable pens right in there. And let's go around here. So, as you can see, I did change things around. My tread climber was so dirty. I finally cleaned it. I need to clean that elliptical, even though I haven't used it. And so here is the living room. See how much smaller it is? But I'm thinking, you know what? This is actually a good thing. So now he doesn't get stuck behind this couch, and he does it. See, when he hides inside of here, it's no big deal. I can get to him. Hold on a second. All right, I tightened that up. It's not that good. And so let's look outside. It looks freezing cold. It does. It looks so cold. All right, so I just got cartoons on. I wasn't watching them. So we rearranged everything. So that's there. And this is at an angle. But look at this. I have less living room space. But the carpet stays in place. The rug stays in place. And I don't have to vacuum as much. There are toys everywhere. I'm not able to cover those stains. It's just not going to happen unless I add another little area rug, which will make it look stupid. That is from that plant falling over and me repotting plants. It is what it is. And this is his little play place. So, and as you can see, he plays. Wow, look at that. That wind. Look at that. So I trimmed my aloe vera plant. I've had this plant for so many years. When I bought it, it was a baby, and now it is. As you can see, when I first started learning how to care for aloe vera plant, I overwatered it. So that's why it did that. So we don't overwater anymore, but the plant is happy because that came up out of there. When it starts growing its own flowers, you know that it is happy. And I'm going to end up having to do something like that because it's going to just keep growing and growing and growing. And there is no more space. Say it's going to just keep growing and growing, and there's no more space. And this grew in the dead of winter, too. So I might as well just move it outward like that, because I can't scoot this forward. Well, maybe I could kind of scoot it forward, but even if I did, it's not going to give it a lot of room to grow. And this was something Gary bought many, many years ago. And it was a little baby. And it's a succulent plant. So it has a lot of fluid juice in it that you can actually drink. This right here needs to be watered. Okay. The succulents need a little bit more water. Because see, look, it's starting to dry. So I'm going to water that today. And these are some aloe plants leaves that I cut off because they were going, as you can see. And there's some water in there. So when I cut it off, I use some. And as you can see, we rearranged. We have the lamp here. And we just put him there. And he has been so happy there because he can now look out this window and that window, whichever suits him. So he's happy with that. And back there is my desk, my lap desk, all these cords. That's my massager, and then his bag of stuff. You know, so this is just plants and nails. Yep, where I was doing nails. And there's his toys. And if we get to a point where, and I didn't get rid of the little Christmas bow, I just put the little owl up there, and it can just stay all year round. All right, so, and over here is where we like to film, guys. And then we got my peanuts and all that stuff. So we're gonna just do some things. So hold on 1 second. Okay, so okay, this has to go. All right, let's go put this up here. So when I need more, I know where they are. Okay, and I cleaned the litter box. I just need to put the vacuum cleaner away, and we moved the ottoman over here. He jumps up on there and plays on that. You know, so it's legit. And outside, it's like so beautiful. So I'm going to throw this in the trash. Hold on. So the laundry is done. And we're going to put some water in here. All right. Because we're going to make tea. Okay. All right. And you know what, guys? I think I'm going to use Gary's cup. But I should check first and see if it's clean. All right. All right. And we are going to definitely use hibiscus tea. All right. And now I'm going to pass on the chamomile. All right, y'all, hold on. Okay, these are extras that I have no place to put. Vitacost had a big sale, and it was like I bought too many, so they're just going to have to stay there for right now. But I want to put that there. Let's see. I was going to see, does that fit? No, it doesn't fit, but it does look good, doesn't it? All right. So these are getting low, and we need to fill these up. So I just filled this, and I filled that, and this is where I get all of that. So I got everything organized, and I'm going to look through here to see what I actually need. So I need some more tuna packs. And so it's okay, because we got our subscribe and save that's on the way. This should fit in here, but again, I bought too much stuff. All right, let's see. Get that in there. Everything falling down because there's too much. I don't know if you guys saw it, because I was struggling to hold everything up. But these are things that are specifically for the kitchen area. So that's why it's in here. You know, that's why all that is there for a reason. So I cleaned Sammy's area. Woo! Yeah. All right. Give me this. And we'll put that on there. And I still have not, I've organized this drawer, guys, but there is still way too much in here. And this shouldn't even be here. Oh, I know why that's there. In case I wanted to do a Tae Bo workout. That's the one that doesn't bother my knees so much. You know what? I'm thinking about maybe I ought to do that. You know? Let's see. What is in here? Okay, so these are just... All right, let's clean this out together. What is this? What is this? Oh, that's the, like if you have, it's for chalk. It's like, it's chalk for writing that. Okay. And then there's pen refills. All right. Okay, so we can put the pens in there like so. It's just gonna have to stay like that. So this is trash. And we have 2 extra of these. I don't need to purchase anymore because as you can see, we've got enough up there. And then we've got enough there. So those are the extra. That's a permanent, a fatty. All right, so it wasn't as jacked up as I thought it was. All right, so let's pour this in here. And this needs to be cleaned off. All right. I really need to get them made. But like I said, I had someone come in and clean. And it was great for a while. And then things just started to go down south. But Gary and I have decided we need a really good deep cleaning. A very good deep cleaning in this house. And yes, this cloth is clean and new. Because I would not be wiping this down with something that I'm going to use to drink. But there's definitely, I see, what is that called? I don't like that. Okay, so no, that's nothing. All right, so that's just my perfectionist way. So look, how did that get there? I just now did it. All right, hold on. Okay, there we go. I really need to stop because, y'all, if you are a perfectionist like me, that OCD perfectionist thing, if you got that way about you, let it go. Because as long as you live in this world and this, y'all, there is no such thing as everything being perfect all the time. It's just not going to happen. You know, so I had to learn it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be sufficient, like God's grace. Sufficient. All right. So I'm going to sit this down right here. And y'all remember Gary said he was going to shampoo the furniture for us. And he has not done it. So I'm thinking that I'm going to end up having to shampoo this furniture. And that's fine. I'll do the best that I can. Wow. Did y'all hear that? I don't think I was recording. But the wind was so loud, and that tree was just like, it's so close to the window. I am in the mood for an apocalyptic movie. All right, y'all, let's get to it. You guys know I burnt my lip. Yes, these are my orthopedic bedroom slippers. So look at that. It's going to be, it might be too hot. Let me sip. Let me see. No, it's actually not. Sorry for the lip. But I am a person who enjoys wearing lip balm or lip gloss all the time because I like the way it makes my lips feel, and I did burn my lips recently where an egg exploded. It exploded in my face and it burnt my bottom lip. And Aquaphor is just a miracle. Okay, so anyway, let's get down to business. So let me see. Let's just check on Sammy. So he's looking out the window. All right, so here we are. Do I need this? Probably not, but we'll put it on anyway. Okay, so guess what? This is the Sterling ink. March kit. So look at that. We've got the pretty little deco. And I don't know if these, I think these are just little freebies. Look at that house. I love that house. So here's March. And you guys, if you're not familiar with Sterling Ink, please check them out. But they have a reasonably priced kit. This is the full kit, and it's $35. That's it. Free shipping. That is so reasonable. Then they also have a deluxe kit, which is $50 and no shipping. Okay, look at that. Now that's if you're in the United States. So there's March. And then you always get this little card. I don't know, is it considered a possible washi cutter or something to wrap washi? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know, but it's got that velvety soft feel like those pens, but even more so. I mean, you can do whatever you want with that card. You can tip it in, you know, and you can, I don't know, you can just do whatever you want with it. You can just tuck it in. All right, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Okay. So let me put that there. And look at this. Okay. And I save my Sterling ink kits for my Hobonichi cousin. But I also save it for, I use the vellum. Well, you can use vellum anywhere. I usually use the vellum in my B6 Stalogy. No, B5 Stalogy. Look at that. I like that. But look at this. Is that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. Is it not gorgeous? Love that. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side right here. I'm going to kind of sort it out while we're here. Let's see. I'm just going to sort that and put that there. And we're going to put that there. Let's see, put that there. And then this will go right here. Let's see, this is so tiny. All right, so I'm going to put that there. And now we have our bigger sheets. Look at that. Man, that is so cozy. Love it. This is so cute. Like, is this like cottage core stuff? I don't know. But I like sterling ink. I've always liked sterling ink. And you got your little glittery, gilded stuff. Sparkle glitters. Whatever. And then you have these. I have always been a fan of florals. And as I have grown and matured in my paper crafting, journaling, whatever you want to call it, lifestyle, I have evolved to not everything being just florals, but incorporating other images. So here's our numbers. I have a place for that too. And then we have our days of the week. And then we have dates again. Now let's get down to the meat. Look at this vellum. And this fit perfectly in a B6. I mean a B5. But you can easily cut this down to a standard or weeks or whatever you see fit. Oh wow, check this one out. Look at that. So you've got the 2 sheets of vellum, and I think that's it. Yeah. So you've got your 2 sheets of vellum, and you've got your functional, your date stuff. You've got your tiny deco, and you've got your larger stuff. So do you think this is worth $35 a month? Or do you think that this is overpriced? Now, it may not look like a lot, but it is quality. It takes time. It takes effort to make these quality things that are so beautiful. Check out, whoops, I did it again. Becky. She's not in the United States, but she is a big fan of sterling ink, and what she does with sterling ink is just remarkable. And that is one of the things that inspired me with sterling ink a long time ago. But she uses a bunch of other stuff too, but it seems like it kind of started with sterling ink. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep this what do you call it? This subscription, but it's just like, it gives me something to look forward to every month. You know, it does. It gives me something to look forward to, something to add to the collection. And if it gets to a point where I need to cancel, then I'll cancel. But I am a little bit curious to see what the $50 subscription additionally gives you. Is it anything that I would need? All right, y'all, I'm rambling. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the weather. Stay cozy. It's all about being cozy. And I will see you, God willing, in the next video.